I'm exposing my debt so you can feel better about your debt. Let's do this. My husband and I are in a lot of debt, and we're finally in a season where we can start to pay that debt off a little more aggressively than just making the minimum monthly payments. And I decided to document our journey to being debt free. The debt that I'm going to start out with is a debt that I don't have the exact specific numbers for just yet, just because we're working on refinancing a couple of things and that's going to take some time. That being said, I can estimate that we have over $100,000 worth of student loans and personal loans.
100,000.
And I can
That's a lot to me. I don't know if it's a lot to y'all, but it's a lot of money to me.
get into more of the why behind the personal loans, but maybe I'll save that for another video. Before you watch the rest of this video, if you think you have more debt than me, hit the like button. Let's move on to our credit card debt, which is really our priority right now. I'll take a sip before this. As of today, we have 6 credit cards. We're just gonna name them credit card 1, credit card 2, credit card 3, etc. I'm also not gonna go into the why behind this credit card debt right now. I can do that in another video, and if you're curious about it, I would love to share some of those stories. We all have stories where hardships hit and we had to do what we could to survive. Credit card number 1. Current balance is $7,513. Credit card number 2 is $8,912.74. Credit card number 3, the current balance
Are these joint credit cards or individual credit cards? I noticed you said we.
is $10,229.91. Credit card 4, the balance is $10,317.05. Credit card number 5, current balance is $11,812.86. And I saved the best for last. Or maybe the most tragic. Credit card number 6, current balance is $16,582.43. Our current running balance of credit card debt is $63,227. We are going all in and being extremely aggressive on how much we are paying per month. Credit card debt is very stressful. There's a lot of shame around it and it can feel really isolating. But I don't look at this number with fear anymore. If you have debt that you're afraid to face, I really encourage you to face it. Stare at it until it doesn't scare you anymore, because it's just a number. I take this debt really seriously, and my husband and I take full responsibility and accountability for every single dollar of this debt. It doesn't matter
You have to. I mean, unless it was part of a fraud or, your credit cards got hacked, all the purchases were yours.
the reason that we're in it. Everybody has a story and reasons behind their debt, and we shouldn't judge anyone. I certainly don't. So
No judgment, but if you're putting it on TikTok or putting yourself out there, why would you say that, right? Because you're automatically being judged already, unless it's for content. It looks like it's what, Maddie debt free. It looks like that's that's the goal of this TikTok.
here it is, $63,000 in credit card debt, and this is where it all begins. And I'm terrified and also excited to be documenting and sharing this journey with
Good for you. It's awesome.
anyone who wants to watch. If you were at all shocked by this number, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment, like this video, and I'm excited to share a progress video with you all very soon.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Maddie? All right, let's go to the comments. Debt is math, not a moral failing. Love the transparency and the planning. For real, very transparent. Suddenly, my 7K doesn't seem so bad. Thanks for being vulnerable. I probably paid off $30,000 in credit card debt 3 times. No judgment, no shame. I started with again almost 30K this spring, and I'm about to be down 10K. Good for you, Kristen. You got this. Girl, $63,000 in credit card debt is absolutely insane. I mean, everybody's situation is different, so we don't know what was happening, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But she's, documenting her journey to get it paid off. Kudos to her. As a European, I can't help but feel that the USA is set up to put and keep y'all in debt. I can't even imagine having access to these kinds of loans if not to purchase a home or maybe a new car. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, 6 credit cards, and they were, in my opinion, pretty sizable balances for each. So I'm wondering what type of credit cards. Are they department store cards? Are they your traditional Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express type of credit cards? The way I can see it is income has a lot to do with the lender's ability to provide you with credit and the type and amount of credit, right? So next is are they over leveraged, meaning, or under leveraged, meaning is this the only credit card that they have? Perhaps no car payments, perhaps no mortgage, and it's just the credit card debt. We don't know. She didn't go into it. But having 6 credit cards with those type of balances, if it was all joint, I can see the approval for a dual income type of situation. But if it's for separate credit cards, they kind of came into it, they've always had it, maybe a different story. So it depends on how long they've had these credit cards and the utilization, right? Did it just rack up within the year because of some sort of life event, some sort of hardship, whatever it may be? Or was it a gradual, $500 increase this month, 2,000 increase the other month? Maybe we paid it down with that. You know what I mean? Like a cyclical fluctuation of balances. But we don't know. So the fact that they have 6 credit cards with those type of amounts, I'm betting the income influenced the lenders to consider giving them credit, and also their payment history. Yeah, the balances are high, but are they paying on time? If they are, and at least paying the minimum, then according to their agreement with the lender or whoever the credit card is, they're paying as agreed. So anyway, that's my take. All right, let's go to the next one.
I used to work in personal finance, and one of the questions that I would get most often is, I have a bunch of credit card debt. Where do I get started? And 9 times out of 10, if you have one credit card, you have multiple credit cards. So
I have one credit card, no other credit card. I'm the 1 out of 10. I'm not saying that to be like na 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 boo boo, but like there's people out there that just have one credit card.
So I would get this all the freaking time, and I would be like, okay, let's sit down, let's figure this out. So we're gonna base this off of an example. So one credit card has $1,000 balance, but their interest rate is 20%. The second credit card has a $10,000 balance, but their interest rate is a 30% interest rate. So they would sit and say, I have $1,000 right now that I want to put towards one of my credit cards. Which one do I do? Do I do 500 on both? Do I do 1,000 on one or the other? What should I start with? My number one question to them would be like, what would make you feel better? And why I ask that is because money at the end of the day is different to everybody. The value behind every dollar is different to everybody, and the payoff is different to everybody. This phone to some people might be worth $1 million because it's got their entire lifeline. To others, it's literally nothing. It's just a phone. So it depends on what you value. Meaning, do you feel so unbelievably good? If you gave me that $1,000 and I paid off the $1,000 balance for you, so now you only have one credit card with $10,000 to focus on, would that make you feel good? Yes or no? If I were your...
I don't know about feelings when it comes to dollars and cents. Interest is interest. Outstanding balance and owed debt is owed debt. Any payment, at least the minimum payment, making towards your debt is good. No judgment on whether you should put in on 1,000 or 10. It's however you can sustainably make over a period of time to get that balance to zero. That's the amount you should make, considering your budget as it relates to the frequency of your income, whether it's bi-weekly paycheck, monthly type of paycheck, quarterly if you're commission, whatever it is. So I don't know, the feeling, whatever you feel when it comes to dollar and cents, just make a payment. Not only will that influence your balance and decrease the outstanding balance, but it's also going to improve or at least make a positive remark on your credit for making those payments. When a payment is made for an outstanding balance due of 1,000 and an outstanding balance due at 10,000, regardless of the payments, whether it's the minimum or over the minimum, with your bureau, it's recorded as a payment. The credit bureau doesn't factor in how you feel about the payment. Did you make the minimum payment as agreed by you and your lender? And are you paying as agreed, i.e. at least the minimum payment amount? If you're satisfying at least the minimum payment per your agreement with the lender, then you're doing what you got to do. But I guess it's another take. I mean, sometimes you have to provide different perspectives and angles to motivate, and get people to think differently about their debt.
Personal credit girly pop, I would break it down with you like this. That $1,000 credit card with a 20% interest rate, say you don't pay it for 3 months. That $1,000 the first month now becomes $1,020. The second month, $1,040.
20% of 1,000 is 200. So yeah.
$40. The third month, $1,060. If we were to sit down and look at the $10,000 credit card at a 30% interest rate, the first month that you don't pay it, it's $10,300. The second month, $10,600.
Hang on. Is my math wrong? Am I messing up? Tell me. I gotta. Okay. That's what I thought. 1,000 times 20% is 200. What did she used to do? She was a financial
The
something.
third month, $10,900. And obviously,
The math ain't mathin', girl.
you're also paying interest on the additional interest charged to you. So it's even more than that. So in 3 months on one credit card, it was an additional $60. On one other credit card, it was an additional $900.
I don't know. When the math don't math, I kind of zone out. All right, let's take a look at the comments. It's so hard when you're living paycheck to paycheck. I feel like I can't make it out of the minimum payment, but I don't stop making them because I don't want late payments on my credit card. Very true. I mean, at least you're making the minimum payment. And the black and white of it is, you either increase your income or increase your debt. If you're unable to increase your income, decrease your debt. If you're not able to decrease your debt, then you got to increase your income. Right now, this type of economy, I mean, there's gigs. If you have a full-time 9 to 5, you can do gig work. Uber Eats, delivery service. There's so many. You can even work remote. It's not going to be easy, but it all depends on how motivated you are to get out of debt. I only have one card, but it's in double digits before the comma. I'm trying so hard, but the interest is killing me. Yeah, the interest. I have a credit card too, and the interest it's up there. I'm struggling so hard to pay off my $2,100 balance. My credit card keeps swiping because of Christmas. Thanks for the advice, girly. Holidays will get you. It got me. 3 kids. I know how it is. Just paid off all my debt. Cool. Look at you, Anna. Congratulations. Awesome job. This is the avalanche versus snowball method. It's hard to decide and is very situational. I don't know. She talked about feelings in the beginning. I don't know what kind of avalanche feeling method that is. I have 4 credit cards. My thought process was to make minimum payments on 3 of them while I make way bigger payments on the card that has the highest interest and work my way down to the smallest interest one. Good idea? Bad idea? I think it's a good idea. As long as you're making payments, at least the minimum, however you tackle whatever additional payment you want to put on, do it. I don't think there's there's one way to debt debt reduction. As long as you're able to make the payments, do what you got to do. I love this new segment. I sit down and watch it one time. All right, I'll read one more. Maybe I'm less driven by emotions, but I've always thought Snowball is so wildly overrated. Pay more interest and take longer to get out of debt just for quick wins. Saving more money and getting out of debt faster sounds plenty motivation to me. Yeah, I agree with you there, Morgan. All right, let's keep going.
I am so broken in debt that I am making a $14 payment to my credit card. Almost every day, I make daily micropayments to help chip away at my credit card debt. Last year, I was in over $13,000 of credit card debt. I cut it down over half. I'm now
Wow, congratulations.
at about $5,000. I'm also trying to save 10 grand to bring my mom on an African safari when she retires. Doing all this alone, living
That's
in New
awesome.
York City on a teacher salary, so it is not easy. Use my previous videos engagements to determine how much of a micropayment I will then make. My last couple of videos have done very well, so thank you guys to everyone who has watched and engaged. But I had a total of 1,169 likes, 93 comments, 20 shares, 38 saved, 32 new followers. Thank you to everybody that followed along, for a total of 1,352 engagements. The rate of 1 cent per engagement, so that came out to $13.52. But
There you
I
go.
round up. I don't want any change. So my micropayment for today was $14. My balance before the micropayment was $4,965. It is now $4,951. I absolutely cannot wait until it is all paid off. I am manifesting that I will pay it all off in 2026.
There you go. There you go. Keep on keeping on, says Kimmy. All the luck to you. You're doing great and have amazing goals, manifesting money following to you in the new year. You got this. What about declaring bankruptcy? Whoa. Oh, the comments are brutal. Oh man, genuine question. If you're sending them a payment every day, why not make a payment at the end of the week? Because I don't get paid every day, so it's all coming out of one paycheck. True. I don't do them every day for this exact reason. But that's not a bad idea to do once a week and a larger micropayment. I mean, it depends on the type of income. So she says she's a teacher, but she's also doing these TikTok, and she's generating income from it, it sounds like. So if you have multiple sources of income, that's a way that she's doing it in this example. There you go. Congrats.
I'm down to 3 days left to pay off the rest of my credit card debt by the end of this year, so let's make a payment to my credit card together. Now, because of the holidays, I got a little bit behind on these payments, so I'm just going to run through the 4 deposits that I received, and then we're going to make one larger payment. So you can see I received a PayPal transfer. This was from ShopMy. It's some commission that I received for some affiliate links that I used, and I received $60.36. I received $60 from my Venmo account. This was from someone reimbursing me for something that I purchased, but because that money was already out of my account, it was already gone in my mind, so we're going to put this towards the debt. We have $170.46 in commission and $18.59 from my Stan store from people purchasing my ebook. So if that has been you, thank you. So as a reminder, the starting balance on the Amazon Prime Visa is $5,720. If I add up all of those deposits that I received, we are at $309.31. But anytime I make a payment, I always round up to the next $10 mark. So we're making a payment for $310. As you can see here, the payment has been made. And once this payment processes, we will be down to $5,410.
Nice.
We're getting close to our deadline, but I have not lost hope yet. I'm not giving up. Just in case no one's told you today, I love you so much.
Oh, okay. That was different. Well, good job. Look at you. Life with Megan Nicole. Comment. I need this company to freaking pay you. Your content inspired me so much. I'm on my own debt-free journey starting today. I sent my last house payment in today. We hopefully will be debt-free by October. Good on you. Look at you, dude mom. Awesome. You've already done the work for it to be technically paid off. Having to wait on the company isn't a reflection of all your hard work this past year. Still rooting for you. I just started my debt journey, hoping to be this close next year. Congrats. You've accomplished so much. Oh, come on. Why won't the brands get out of the way in 2035? All right. I was looking for you on my For You page, and you are. I'm guessing here. I'm rooting for you, girl. Even if you don't get it completely paid off by the end of the year, you've done such an amazing job. Be proud of yourself. Look at your hard work. You should be so proud of yourself, for real. Good job.
I started 2025 with $39,815 in credit card debt. No, you're crazy. We are officially in the month of December, so let's take a look at where my balances are at today. I cannot believe that it's already almost been a whole year since I've been on my debt-free journey. I feel like I've learned so much. I've made so much progress, and I'm really excited to get to share all of that with you guys in the next few weeks. But let's jump into our 11th month update. As always, I'll go through the balances of my 5 cards, share what the balances were when I started this journey in January and where they're at.
I guess I'm not with the trend or this. It seems like everybody has multiple cards. Am I the only one with one credit card? Comment down below if you have more than one card, or if you don't. Yeah, so I don't feel so lonely.
As of today, starting with my smallest card, this was my Target credit card. In January, the balance was $939. As of today, it's $0. My second card was my PNC credit card. In January, the balance was $1,555. And as of today, that one is also still
Good job. Good for you.
$0. Right now, I'm paying off my third credit card, which is a Citi card. This one has 0% interest through October of 2026. I opened this one with a balance transfer back in February. At that point, the balance was $3,000. And as of today, we're at $2,124. My goal is to have this one under 2,000 before the year ends, and I know that I can do it. My fourth card is another city card. In January, the balance was 9,397. As of today, the balance is 8,396. My fifth and final card, my arch nemesis. I absolutely hate this card. I pay nearly $500 every single month in interest, and it is killing me. This fifth and final card is my Discover card. Back in January, the balance was 24,923. And as of today, the balance is 23,738. As I said,
Man, that's a lot. What I haven't gone through her whole page, but I'm wondering how it got to that point.
Started the year with $39,815 in credit card debt, and as of today, December 3rd, my balance is $34,258. It means that I have paid off a total of $5,557. You would have
Good for you.
told me last January that I would be able to pay off $5,000 towards my credit card debt. I had built up over like the last 10 years. I would have been like, no, you're crazy. I'm so excited to see what 2026 has in store for my debt payoff journey. If you have been here from the beginning, joined recently, or if you're brand new, thank you so much for being here, for coming on this journey with me, for cheering me on the comments, for watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos, whatever it is. Thank you.
Good for you. That was awesome. Have you tried calling Discover to see if they could lower your interest? I got mine lowered from 9% for 6 months. Wow. I didn't consider, I don't have a Discover, but that's a good strategy to try, not just with Discover, but with any other credit cards. That's a good tip. This is the most realist debt journey I've seen. Congrats on the progress. What have you bought for so much money? Something life-saving, I hope. You've made so much progress. Keep it up. This is the type of debt journey that motivates me. It's realistic. It gives me hope. This is so realistic. I just saw a video of a woman who people have literally paid off $40,000 of debt for her through Venmo and PayPal. She hasn't done hardly anything on her own. Wait, they just gave her money to pay off her debt? I literally just posted a video like 2 days ago talking about the feeling so frustrated seeing people like that. Like, I'm so happy for them, but that's hard to not be a little jealous. Heck yeah, I wish somebody would pay off my debt. Good for her. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. So maybe that'll be a lesson for you. I'm not saying everybody should do that, but why not? If it worked for that person, worst thing people will do will say no. All right, last one. Way to go. Discover has a temporary hardship program. That's what it is, that can lower your interest rate. You have requests through the chat feature on the app. We did this to hopefully pay it off quicker. There you go. All right, man. What I had no idea. I mean, we have debt, credit card debt as well, but not as close or as high as the ones that we've reacted to today. But good for them for making progress, strategizing, finding additional income and ways to chop at that debt mountain. So good for them. My question is, what are they still using the credit card as they're making payments, or have they just completely stopped using the card? Did they cut up their card? Did they put a temporary block on any purchases? So I want to hear that. Or have y'all considered that or have done that on your credit card debt-free journey, or just debt journey in general? Comment down below. Let me know. Of course, if you found the video valuable, please consider subscribing. Other than that, thank you for your attention. I'll see you on the next video.